Ladies and gentlemen, District of Columbia Boxing MMA Wrestling Commission. Action begins. Our referee in charge of the Octagon, Dan. For those in attendance and UFC fans, waiting for live from the capital in the UFC heavyweight division. National record: 9 wins, no losses. He stands. Jairzinho Biggie Ball fighting out of the red corner. A mixed martial artist, 4 inches tall, weighing in at 248 pounds. Champion and the number 6 ranked heavyweight contender, Overeem.
All right, gentlemen, we've been to the rules in the locker room. I want you to obey my command.
Overeem was more than willing to touch gloves. Jairzinho Rozenstruik, DC.
Yeah, regardless. Regardless how you feel about somebody, you touch gloves is what you do. Especially, yeah, you touch hands.
This fight clock is brought to you by Toyota. Schedule.
You see him finishing guys so fast, so quickly because of that. You see him work his way into the fights.
We expected Overeem to be measured and patient early, and certainly that.
Nice jab from Rozenstruik. Yep. He's trying to see what Overeem is going to do when he feints.
It looks like
one of the hardest left kicks I've ever seen.
Got chest to chest, stepped over the out. Before he used to just whip guys down with power. That was actually a real control, guys there, man.
Knows where he's at, right?
Yeah, you know it. Because you're controlling them a matter of time until those guys just explode and push you off of them.
Player of the UFC.
And Rozenstruik hasn't shrimped. He hasn't dug an underhook.
I'm being told.
He's looking to drop some elbows here, but I think.
Rozenstruik unable to get out of harm's way.
In the grappling, going to go to Alistair Overeem. At this,
Rozenstruik prevents the pass there.
Overeem is doing a good
panic or lose too much energy, knowing that the next round's going to be.
One beautiful thing is he hasn't tried to just explode out of this yet.
Good job. You felt his power a little bit. Sit down and breathe. Sit down and breathe.
Very good entry.
Beautiful entry.
Keeping his left hand busy, right?
You feel him coming forward, tiny.
The third one, that's the one. It's open all day, bro. Right?
Individual minds at team elevation, right? With their of Jairzinho Rozenstruik.
Let's go, gentlemen.
Overeem was going to chase that takedown as he was successful in round number 1. Drag you down to the floor.
Drag you down.
Rozenstruik's offensive advance against him.
Or is every takedown going to be from the chest-to-chest action?
Overeem just keeping some of that weight.
You saw Overeem go high with his.
Good, there it is. There goes that same throw. Started to get his ankle.
Thought he was trapping that wrist. I thought he was going to.
Does such a good job finding those little openings for those knees, angles them. His 23rd career knockout and 40th pro finish. Efficiency is on display yet again, landing at an 83% clip. Dan Mergliata not seeing enough action there in the clinch.
They're clinch with him.
He's not going to stand and trade with him.
Nice job keeping that guard high and closed.
Overeem with that real high, tight guard.
Rozenstruik.
His head didn't even move.
He didn't. Overeem KO dudes with that. He just said, "No, I'm okay."
Here for Jairzinho Rozenstruik.
All right, let's take a look at some of this action. This is that. You even see Reem like, oh, okay. Didn't even seem to hurt him.
Stay in motion. Good. Look, I want you to look over there and look at how tired he is. But you got to shoot, right? You got to touch him first. No naked shots. Let's go.
We're not checking in on that Rozenstruik corner because they are speaking Dutch, but
Austin, he wants him to touch him with the hands and then take a shot, an actual shot. The strike, right? He doesn't look too fatigued. He looks like the fresher fighter now.
entry by Overeem.
He got clipped with a little bit of an uppercut, but didn't.
Those takedown entries, as he almost kind of hesitated.
Rozenstruik continuing to look to his corner for Overeem off.
Rozenstruik needs to go forward. He needs
For like half a right hand.
in there though. No big actions. Real confident. Good out there.
Yeah, well, that was kind of my thesis statement on this guy all week. Just comfortable. Comfortable in big spots and settings.
There's nowhere near the amount of people, the amount of exposure that you...
Advantage for Overeem, both in terms of pretty good knee there from Jairzinho. As Wizard.
That gets it started for Overeem. Again, on Alistair's level change, man, he almost opens his arm, right leg, to try to trip Rozenstruik to the ground. Here it is. There it is. See that? Taking right over that right leg, man.
As yet unable to do so.
Alistair went right back into that half.
Rozenstruik's not exactly an expert at popping back up to his feet.
Takedowns in an MMA fight since a no contest against Mirko Krokop. And
having the ability to mix it up. And that's...
Overeem bleeding a little bit out of his nose at this point, under 30 seconds.
Oh. He can control the legs. Look for him.
Up, barely misses Rozenstruik. Then that big body kick that we were calling one that has been successful against Rozenstruik. The time from the top position.
Position a little bit ripped, but do it in intervals, right? Let's go. We gotta get.
It is our Stuart Scott Fight Like Hell UFC Fight Night. Your contributions to this most worthy cause.
Now you see what Alistair over the top.
Left hand continues to be a weapon of choice. The retreat and just stayed defensively sound. Rozenstruik wise to that shot. Now he's got a combination.
An ability to block those on his forearms.
I mean, real to be straight. It's up to Rozenstruik to try to go up the middle if he wants to land. Strike is starting to breathe a little bit heavy, and he slowed down quite a bit.
Up against the cage, wearing him down. You know, it's very conservative, but this is, you look at Rozenstruik, he's a counter fighter. So I really feel that he could get a stoppage finding that right power shot, because he's...
And Overeem is playing the long, potentially a second crack at that UFC heavyweight belt.
Rozenstruik has got to try to find a way around this guard of
I'm going to ask you two fighters over there, what is that like when you throw a barrage? You kick, and that is a big deal. Look at, here's these clean strikes. He's more relaxed. Totally.
That he's not defending his legs at all.
He's got to mix something up. Again.
Round 4, significant strikes.
As opposed to last. But both of those, most of those strikes were landed in those big flurries. Feint and throw a kick up high one time. Maybe he can catch Alistair with that.
See, I told you guys we weren't going 5-5s, right? Oh, Rozenstruik.
Overeem, beautiful straight left there from Alistair Overeem. Straight to some digs to the body. Beautiful body work, but again, Alistair.
And what do we do after? We get on the legs. Yeah. Right? The takedown's not happening.
After we are done, stick around for Sports Center with the great Scott Van Pelt. Irby and Reese join. Best moments and highlights from Fight Like Hell Night in the UFC, honoring Stu.
All right, final round, gentlemen. Let's go.
Fifth winner will certainly be in prominent heavyweight conversations. It was September of 2016 when Alistair Overeem in Ohio on that entry.
Yeah. And Rozenstruik's doing a good job of defending his leg. Maybe take one leg instead of a double.
Big left hand there.
That one was a big looping overhand left.
Overeem with that tight guard.
I did not think there was any chance that we'd be in the 5th round with these two dudes. One of them would find a shot to end this night.
And this is new territory, right?
Alistair actually pulled guard up.
To go. The pace has certainly waned late in this one. Significant on his takedown attempts.
Going for the fences a little bit.
Go.
He swings big and misses and come right in.
Yeah, he's got to make Overeem pay.
They don't want Overeem's back up. Rozenstruik being able to sniff that out again. 1 minute now to go.
Those big 15, 20 punches as opposed to that one big jumping knee.
But only 15 seconds for Rozenstruik.
It's like Alistair won the first 3 rounds of the fight. Oh my God.
Wow! That's his lip. Shades of Robbie Lawler back in the day. It was Jairzinho Rozenstruik, 456.
Left jab. Boom, he threw everything into that right hand. The ref hadn't stopped it to that point. Oh, he stops when Alistair stuck.
Oh, my God. No, and he didn't. So
Rozenstruik doesn't hit him. Look,
but it looked like...
But, like, it's not... Rozenstruik is lucky, right? He's lucky Mergliata didn't. He's lucky that Mergliata stopped the fight. Because... Strike.
Dan Mergliata stopped at seconds. So huge result for Suriname's Rozenstruik. The decision is next.
Mergliata has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 56. Biggie Boy Rozenstruik.
Mixed martial arts, still perfect, of course, in the UFC. Jairzinho Rozenstruik out with 4 seconds to go. Congratulations. What's going through your head right now?
He let me work.